Alright, one thing that I want to update everybody on is a video that I highly recommend for everybody to watch. It's called like like knowing your rights, like 10 things to know when you're being encountered by a police officer.
Okay.
The video is only like maybe like 40 minutes long or 30 minutes long, but it's basically it's made by a judge actually and a defense attorney. So he's like giving you tips, 10 tips to keep in mind if you ever have an encounter with the police. And it's very important stuff to really protect your future. Because really, you might think that you're a good guy and that you don't have to worry about the police, but that's what I thought, you know, at one point in my life. But constantly, I've been in situations where my rights were being violated and I didn't really know how to respond properly, and then it put me in more trouble. Maybe like at least 4 or 5 times. So like it's very important that everybody watches this video so you know your rights. And basically it's like sparring, or it's like fighting. Like you say, oh, I'll never get in a fight, I don't gotta worry, and the next thing you know, you get in a fight and then you get beat up or you get hurt because you didn't know how to train, you didn't know how to fight back properly. With your rights, a lot of times, like there could be you think everything's fine, but then there could be a certain time when the police put you in a situation where if you don't know your rights, you could get yourself in a lot more trouble. You know, so basically they're teaching you like things like how to deal with them, mainly like in a traffic situation, but also like in situations when they just approach you. You know, so I highly recommend that. I'm gonna put that link. It's a YouTube video. I'm gonna put that link in the description section of the video. But I don't even want to say too much about it because it's better for people to watch the video themselves and get it directly from the judge. But basically, it boils down to just like knowing your rights and just knowing that not giving them consent to search you and stuff like that. You know, and just like not letting them into your home like freely, or like never like letting them search your car. Like don't ever give them permission to search your car and stuff like that. You know, like stuff that you really need to know. Like even if, like say for example, you feel like you have nothing to hide and the police officer's like, can I search your car? It's still not a good idea to let them search it, because something could go wrong. Like he could actually implant something in there and say that he found it, or even one of your friends could have drove your car, or one of your friends was in your car one day and then they dropped a bag of weed in there, and then the police finds it and he accuses it and says that it's yours. You know what I'm saying? Or like just basically just not knowing your rights. Like you might not think that it's against the law to have a knife, and then they find a knife in your car and then they arrest you over it. You know what I'm saying? Or like nunchucks. You don't think it's against the law to have nunchucks, but then actually it is against the law, and then they find nunchucks in your car and then they lock you up. You understand? So there's a lot of times you just have to know that the police, they are not your friends, and you don't want to ever give them permission to like search you and search your car, search your home, stuff like that, or even come into your home. You know, like you want to talk to them. If they ever come to your home, you want to like go outside and talk to them. You don't let them in your home. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that is like very important stuff that, you know, you might think, oh, you know, I don't have to worry, but really you do have to worry, because laws are changing. Laws are changing all the time, and if you don't know the laws, you could get yourself in a lot of trouble when you could have really prevented it. You know, and even someone like me, I consider myself a good person. I've been having encounters with the police where if I would have dealt with the situation better, I would have been better protected. And also, if a police officer stops you, always say like, am I free to go, or are you detaining me? Like, don't just answer his questions. You know, ask him, can I go? Or are you detaining me? You know, like, don't just answer whatever questions he asks you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's another thing. You know, it's just like, you know, especially over here where I live, or where the coon is, there's people that just walk down the street, and just because they're black, or whatever color, the police just stop them and start frisking them, start searching them. That's against the law. They're not allowed to do that, but they do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? And in this video, they teach you how to deal with that. You know, but it's a sad thing. You know, it's just like being a black person or being a minority driving a car. They could just stop you for absolutely no reason and just to mess with you. And if you don't know your rights, they're gonna really get you. You know, so you really need to know your rights and know how to properly deal with them. You know, another thing that he mentioned is that you always gotta have control of your emotions. Like, never like get angry at him, the police officer. Never like swear at them, and never like verbally attack them, and don't like act like you're in a bad mood. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that is very important stuff. So I recommend everybody to watch that video. You know, it's extremely important video. So that's it. Do you have anything to say?
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to take a look at it in the weekend. But I think there's like a lot of police officers coming at my college. Actually, I don't know why. There was like a protest. And they were like all over the school. I mean, there was some entrance that I could have go through. I couldn't go through anymore. I have to like go all the way down on the first floor to get in. It's just ridiculous stuff, man. It's just like why are you so overprotective about it? And the other thing is, they will be saying that you're not allowed to bring food at the library. Well, in a sense, I could agree, but at the same time, people are gonna bring their food anyway. Or if you don't get caught, disciplinary action will take on. I mean, it's like, just don't get caught with it. Just put it in your bag and eat it at the library. To me, it's just like, they just put the laws in just to remind you that they can do whatever they want with you. That's what I think, you know.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna take a look at the video.
Yeah, so I just want to make that quick video.
Alright.